The 1975 at their very best. See them live at St. Anne's Park on June 7th. Tickets from $49.90 on sale now from ticketmaster.ie. Additional charges may apply, subject to licence. The 1975 live in Dublin. Tickets on sale now.
Harvey Norman are your coffee specialists. Stand out from the crowd with an Espresso Virtuo Pop coffee machine. Now available in a selection of vibrant colours, adding a pop of colour to your kitchen. From mango yellow to aqua mint and more in between. Get an Espresso Virtuo Pop coffee machine today at Harvey Norman and claim 50 free Nespresso capsules. All of this for just $59.95. Discover more in-store or online today at Harvey Norman, your coffee specialists.
Dublin Fire Brigade is hiring emergency service controllers. Do you have the special qualities required? Communication skills, empathy, mental strength, and the ability to juggle a number of things at once. You probably have the skills we're after and use them every day of your life, but you probably didn't think you could use them to field 999 or 112 calls and save lives. Join us today as an emergency service controller. You'll need to pass a medical and fitness test, as after 4 years there's an opportunity to become a firefighter paramedic. Visit madeforthebrigade.ie.
Dublin's hit music station.
FM 104.
With Frankie Volkswagen.
Discover the all-electric ID5 SUV coupe with a test drive at Frank Keen Volkswagen.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the world's leading dance music chart. Counting down the world's hottest dance tracks.
Hey, let's go!
The Beatport Top 10 with Al Gibbs, number 10. New entry.
around, turning inside out, tossing upside down. I don't wanna be all in the mystery. I'm no longer free in this misery. Boy, I'm falling down.
Down this week, SOS featuring Paulina Skylark remix with Nick Fanciulli. Surprised to hear that back in the chart. That's an old tune. A little freshen up by Nick Fanciulli. This week's number 10 on the countdown. The official Beatport Top 10 on FM 104's Freaks on Friday with Gibbsy until 10 o'clock. So 10 before 10. Isn't that how it goes? Number 9 this week is A Millie's side piece with Lil Wayne.
Millionaire, tougher than Nigerian hair.
Sicilian bitch with long hair, with coconut dairy gear, like smoking the thinnest air. I open the Lamborghini, hoping them crackers see me. Like, look at that bastard Weezy. He's a beast, he's a dog, he's a motherfucking problem. Okay, you're a goon, but what's a goon to a goblin?
Sorry with Madonna. Blondish. And I think that actually is Madonna's voice pitched down. Must have got clearance for it. There was a track released years ago by Junior Vasquez called If Madonna Calls, I'm Not Home. And he actually used the sample of her leaving a recording on his answering machine. And he released it. What a man. Wasn't very nice. Kind of funny though. So let's roll on to this week's 7. Bruno Furlon, Hot Creations, Bongo Loco. This is the official Beatport Top 10 and also streaming in the Metaverse on the Spatial app, spatial.io. Club Freaks is open. If you have a VR headset, definitely helps the experience. But if not, you can link in via YouTube. Have a look. Check it out. A virtual nightclub, our own virtual nightclub in the Metaverse. Friday night, FM 104.
is the world's leading dance music chart. The Beatport Top 10 with Al Gibbs.
This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta. DJ spill it, sweet beat, the realest team on the billis. Watch out, I kill it, watch out, I spit it on the mic, feel it. Y'all can't do what I do, just admit it. I'm about to get it, money, get it. Drop it to the floor, shake my big bitties, bopping like did it. My face look pretty, y'all ain't doing shit, no, I done did it. Cause I'm marvelous, fantabulous, a bad chick, the flow sick like oh shit. You know this, I'm too fit to ever quit. Knocking these fools out like pool sticks. I do this, I move this, I prove this. Bars be hard like a pound of bricks and go up, jumps the boogie to the bang bang high. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat to go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat go rat-ta-ta. Why them rude girl when I act rah-rah? Me no never care, so me shake me pom-pom. Me a leader, so me don't fall. Missy Elliott, that's who I are. Back it up, can't say that I'm it. Super duper fly, hee-hee-hee-ha. Party people want you put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, Party people put your hands up, hands up, the kind of beat to go rat-tat-tat.
The kind of beat to go rat-tat.
This the kind of beat to go rat-tat-tat. This the kind of beat to go rat-tat-tat. This the kind of beat to go rat-tat-tat.
Spirits. It's Missy E and DJ Skrillex. Yeah, this shit so hot.
Friday night FM 104. This week's number 6, Mr. Oizo, Skrillex, and Missy Elliott straight in Rat-a-tat-ta. So we're going to jump out of the chart. The top 5 is coming up in a little while. But we're going to take a moment, a memory, a classic from Beatport. This is Faithless, Music Matters 2.0, Axwell remix.
For all those who stood up and were counted, for all those for whom money was no motive, for all those for whom music was a message, I want to thank you for making me.
my radio. Turn down low, so nobody know it's the late night show. Open to hear hate, yo. Jimmy was my hero. Head blown by Todd R, a wizard, a true star. From Bama Lama to Tamla Mo, Curtis Mayfield to Curtis Blow. Singing into my pillow and praying I don't doze until my 9-volt battery goes.
You taught me to want much more. You taught me the music matters. Let's chase the doors back from my door. I won't stop here. I won't be still until the sun sets.
FM 104 Friday night. This is Freaks on Friday with Al Gibbs here. Final hour of the show. I'm out of here in 30 minutes. We're right smack bang in the middle of the chart. That's Mau P on Insomniac Records. Number 5 on the Beatport chart. Give me that bounce. So I have 2 up-and-coming DJs in the studio with me tonight. Jay Cullen and DJ ETC. That's a mouthful, isn't it? DJ ETC. How are you, lads? I'll go. Hang on, I have to turn you on. There you go, Jay. There you go.
How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well.
All good, Al. All good. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so let's get straight into it. What I want to know is sort of what gigs you've been doing. We'll start with you. We start with ET. So, what gigs have you been doing the last while, or how's it all going for you? Tell me about it.
It's going very well.
Hang on, your mic isn't working. Speaking to his mic.
Yeah, look at. There you go.
There you go. Even better.
So it's going very well, actually. The last year, I've really been building my name up around Dublin with a lot of gigs.
Yeah.
I'd say, to be honest, the last 3 months I've been doing a lot of big gigs supporting big artists such as Sam Devine. I was with Matt Guy there in January.
Yeah.
Morgan C3 in January too.
And where was that on?
That was in the Button Factory. Them 3 gigs were in the Button Factory.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm building myself a name now with DJing, and the next step now is producing.
Okay.
So I'm just finished my college course now, and I'm just
good man.
Producing is my main priority.
So you did production in college?
I done production in college and sound training in college, and that's the main focus.
Deadly. Okay. And Jay?
Well, basically a lot of the things the same. As on, we be kind of on a lot of the same lineups together. The past few months, we've had the opportunity of warming up for a lot of big artists like Sam Devine, and it's been a great run so far. A lot of great gigs coming up. I'll be over in Liverpool on Paddy's Night DJing in House Nightclub.
Yeah.
And I'm also in the same college as on, Sound Training College, which is taught by Martin Clancy.
Okay.
Shout out to Martin, what a legend.
Yeah,
great teacher he is.
No, I know exactly who he is. And so what stuff he's covering in college? So what is it? Is it production?
It's called Ableton Essential. So it's kind of just giving you the overall, kind of just showing you everything about it. Not getting too into depth, but just the basic things with it.
Yeah.
And then next we're moving on to do another more advanced course in April.
And have you found it's been good?
Oh no, I'm loving it, yeah. And literally just finished there on Monday, just gone. So I'm at there building up a big knowledge now with Ableton, and the 2 of us now are just going to keep moving on forward now.
Okay. So what sort of music are you playing? And making, I suppose. What sort of music?
Mainly.
What sort of artists? Give us a few names.
There's a lot of artists. We like house, we like Sam Devine and stuff.
Yeah.
That kind of genre as well.
The vocally stuff.
Vocal
Defected.
house, yeah, defective vibe.
Yeah.
A lot of tech house. There's a lot of big tech house artists.
What about you, Jay?
We're kind of a bit of everything, depending on where we are, really, isn't it? Like, if I was warming up for, like, when I warmed up for Sam Devine, kind of tech house stuff, warm up stuff. But, like, if I'm doing kind of headline shows, a bit of everything. Yeah, the fella, that your man DOD is very good. Yeah. And then there's an up and coming producer from Manchester, Morgan C3, who we warmed up for. He has a lot of great tunes out at the moment.
He's good. So I of course saw you play on New Year's Eve.
Right.
We had a great all night.
We had some laughs that night.
Well, I tell you what amazed me. A lot of this stuff that you were playing is remixes of 90s stuff.
Yes.
Right. So
I love all the up to date. The up to date remix of old school tunes.
Yeah.
So people they know the vocals, and it's kind of nostalgic, and then there's a different sort of beat in the background. You know what I mean?
Okay. So what's coming up? Give us a few highlights on what you have coming up.
There's a lot of gigs coming up at the moment, actually. There's going to be a few gigs over the summer as well, in like international gigs over in Alicante, in Magaluf, Ibiza again.
Yeah.
We're over in Ibiza last year playing in Plastic, and in CC's as well.
Yeah.
The same this year with Bigger.
And in Dublin, what are you doing? So you're out tonight, aren't you?
I'm in Diva tonight, yeah.
Okay.
Buzz out in the south side.
Yeah.
And then I'm in the Button Factory next week as well.
Okay. What's that?
Jethro Heston is coming over.
Yeah.
So I'm warming up for him next week.
The same myself, sort of, in a way. A few international gigs throughout the summer. Myself and Owen will be over in Magaluf, Marbella, in Tibio, Marbella.
Yeah.
Where else on? Few international gigs.
That's all I need to know.
So far, yeah.
Okay, so when is your next gig?
My next gig is next Friday. I'm doing an old school gig in the Racket Space. Who Is ran by Leon Carter. Myself, hooked on classics. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's brilliant. Mark Twining, Dawson, and I think that's the lineup now. Could be wrong. That's my next gig though, next Friday.
Okay, and you're out tonight, so who else is playing tonight?
It's myself and DJ Dowdy out in Diva tonight. And then tomorrow I'm under Ferry on Draper in a new venue. It's just called The Basement under Ferry on Draper. So I'm going to play a lot of tech house stuff there. That's that more vibe.
Lads, thanks for coming in. That's our bit.
Thank you very much for having us.
The very best of luck with everything that's going on, and continued success.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
Drop it. Pop it. Drop it. Pop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Let's move. Let's shake. Let's groove. Take it up. Take it down. Let's get to the left. Take it right. Now dip. Dip. Dip, baby, dip. The more I see you, the more that it comes true. There ain't no one for me but you. I know there ain't no one for me but you. Old school shit. Let's get this crackin', right? Let's get this pop. Let's get this pop. Drop it. Whisper something in that ear real quick. I got something I wanna tell you. Astro playing high. Astro playing high. Astro playing high. Come on over here, baby. Let me whisper something in that ear real quick. I got something I wanna tell you. Astro playing high. Astro playing high. Astro playing high. Right now. Right now. I wanna tell you right now, right now. Let's go. I know. Bring that sexy ass over here. Ain't nothing like that Chi-Town sound. Make you get down with the get down. Funky shit, you know how we do. The more I see you, the more that it comes true. There ain't no one for me but you. To the left, to the right, from side to side. To the left, to the right, from side to side. To the left, to the right, from side to side. Bring it up, take it down, and drop, 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 drop it. Whisper something in that ear real quick. I got something I wanna tell you. Astro playing high. Astro playing high. Astro playing high. Come on over here, baby. Let me whisper something in that ear real quick. I got something I wanna tell you. Astro playing high. Astro playing high. Astro playing high. Right now, right now. I wanna tell you right now, right now. Right now. The more I see you, the more that it comes true. There ain't no one for me but you. Let's get this poppin'.
Into this week's top 3 on the official Beatport Top 10 on FM 104's Freaks on Friday. John Summit this week. Moving all around. We got to take another little break. When we come back, we're going to turn on the lights.
Driving you home.
104 Drive with Graham and Nathan. Let's go.
I know not a lot of people are watching it this winter. I am talking about Love Island.
I don't know why I'd be more excited if Callum Best came out, because he's like the original Love Island contestant.
Is there any way we can get you back into Love Island for the last 2 weeks? Gone.
Wagner from the X Factor popping into the Hideaway.
104 Drive with Graham and Nathan.
With FrankKeen.ie.
FM 104.
Bellator returns to Dublin's 3 Arena Saturday 25th of February. But that's not all. Bellator know that Dublin fans are the best fans. So now ticket holders on the night will get a chance for a VIP meet and greet with the legendary Hoyce Gracie and middleweight fighter Fabian Edwards. VIP meet and greet from 6 to 8 p.m. before the fights start. All fans with a ticket can avail of this. Tickets starting from €60. Book now at ticketmaster.ie or bellator.com.
This St. Patrick's Day, get ready to give your step count a very healthy boost, because the Aware Harbour to Harbour Walk is back. Grab family and friends and join us for a great St. Patrick's Day at beautiful Dublin Bay. Walk from Dunleary to Howth Harbour or vice versa. Meet in the middle for our halfway hoolie hosted by Dublin Port Company. And raise vital funds to help Aware support people impacted by depression and bipolar disorder. The 16th Annual Aware Harbour to Harbour Walk. Sign up today at aware.ie.
We all want to live in a more sustainable world. So let's start by living in more sustainable homes. SSE Airtricity makes it easy with the Generation Green Home Upgrade. Our award-winning one-stop shop initiative partners with experts in insulation, heating, solar, windows and doors to make your home more energy efficient and cost-effective. We do all the hard work for you with end-to-end project management and a streamlined SEAI grant application process. Discover your home's BER rating at sseairtricity.com/home upgrade and see how a Generation Green home upgrade can benefit you. Registered with the SEAI for home energy upgrades. Grants offered are provided by the Government of Ireland through the Sustainable Energy Authority of Ireland.
Now here we go.
To the world. The global beat.
3, 2, 1.
The world's leading dance music chart. This is the Beatport Top 10 with Al Gibbs. Number 3. New entry.
Turn on the light.
featuring Future on vocals. It's Fred again and the Swedes. Straight in this week's number 3 on the countdown. Let's move into number 2 this week. These are the guys that remixed that big tune earlier on this year, Interplanetary Criminals. Don't Hurt Me, number 2 on the countdown this week. That remix Eliza Rose, the name actually slipped me there. Interplanetary Criminals, Don't Hurt Me. So that's it. There's 3 hours of Freaks on Friday just about done. Back again next Friday night at 7 o'clock, and then I'll be slipping over to the 3 Arena, literally across the road here, for a Beat the Orchestral next Friday night. If you haven't got tickets, there are still some tickets, but get them, okay? And also, don't forget Paddy's Night, Freaks on Friday in the clubs, in Opium on St. Patrick's Night in Dublin. That's going to be a whopper. Tickets are flying for that. So get on board. And announcing next Friday who our special guest back-to-back is. Looking forward to it. Going to leave you with this week's number 1. Still in the Metaverse. Club Freak streams for another little while. And our buddy John Power jumps in from Select in the UK. I'll be listening to that on the way home. Number 1 this week is Chris Avantgarde and Anima OFC. This is Eternity. It's FM 104. See you next week.
forever, and beyond. Is the world's leading dance music chart. Counting down the world's hottest
We're all alone now. Yeah. There's no one else. No one else. So move your body. Move it. And lose yourself. Lose yourself. 'Cause nothing's promised. Nothing's promised. And nothing's free. In the spirit, we still believe. In the spirit, we still believe. In the warehouse, we still believe. In a sweatbox, we still believe. We still believe. We still believe. Let me clear my throat. All this injustice is about to make me choke. We have the right. We have the right to exist. Too long. This racist, fascist shit. Just say we still believe. Just say we still believe. Yeah, we still believe in love. We still believe in being ourselves. Freedom. It doesn't matter about your color, your sexual identity. It's just about being free. Yeah, 'cause we still believe. In the warehouse, we still believe. In a sweatbox, we still believe. We still believe. In the spirit, we still believe.
producer Alan Brax there with his iconic dance track Intro from the year 2000. That's a bootleg I picked up in Australia a couple of years ago. The original track now getting a full re-release on the record label Smuggler's Way. And before that, the latest from the Blessed Madonna, this time featuring vocals from Jamie Principle on We Still Believe. And this is John Power on Select, back on your speakers for another 60 minutes of the best house and electronic music. This week we'll be hearing an exclusive track from Ango Tamarin, something very rare from Underworld. And up next, Louis Vega's Cosmic Witch gets a fresh remix treatment courtesy of Brazilian talent Mochak. This is new on Nervous Records.
This is the one you need to know. John Powers, Record of the Week.
This is Select.
I've been trying to get my hands on that last track since I first heard it on the Honey Dijon Essential Mix last November. Robert Hood and Lyric Hood returning to Classic Music Company as Floor Plan. This week's record of the week is Makes Me Wanna, another double release of house goodness from techno's favourite Detroit family. And it's time now for an exclusive track from an accomplished DJ, producer and studio engineer. This is rumoured to be coming out at the end of summer 23 and is already finding its way into the sets of Danny Howard and Patrick Topping. With a little help from the streets, here's Ango Tamarin. send a big shout out and thank you to my mate Steve Simpson for sending me that last tune, a very rare Armitage remix of Cowgirl from Underworld that first surfaced well over 6 years ago and was hammered by the likes of Adam Beyer, Seth Fontaine, Sasha and Timo Maas. Unfortunately, the version I just played you never came out, and it's actually one of a handful of tracks you are hearing exclusively on my Select radio show this week. Thanks for tuning in. You got John Power at the controls. We're off to Liverpool now to hear from a club night and label that, just like the city it's based in, has a rich club culture and history. We're talking about Circus Records, and this is the Youssef remake of Sympho from IDQ.
underground. This is Select.
Lovely stuff there from Beirut-born producer Bashir Salom back on Balance Music from Melbourne, Australia, with an excellent new 4-track EP featuring that gorgeous piece of music called Never Landing. Thank you, Lydia. No surprises that Joris Vorn and Lee Burridge, all big fans of that producer, and we're staying with the deeper side of melodic techno for this next release. It's from Finnish producer Yotto. It's out now on his much anticipated new album Growth. 2 weeks ago, you heard a huge track from that album featuring vocals from Julia Church. Now we hear the project's only official collaboration, and it's a biggie. Here's Yotto teaming up with Book of Shade. This is Encounters.
This is John Power on Select.
A reflection of eternity. A bond forever and beyond. Of eternity. A bond forever and beyond. Forever and beyond.
banging tune from Swedish techno legend Christian Smith, coming in around about 133. I've got that pitch down a bit, but still plenty of wallop in it. That tune joining the Volta record label with an all-consuming 2-track EP, both of them excellent. No doubt those tracks will mainly see the light of day in those main room audiences. And speaking of Room 1, you also heard Anima and Chris Avantgarde with a tune that sounded incredible at the recent Afterlife show in Printworks here in London. It was complemented with some absolutely amazing visuals. They've been touring those visuals and the new sound and stage show for a few months now as part of an incredible new live show worth seeing if you get a chance. That track Eternity getting a massive reaction, and that's where I'm leaving it. At John Power DJ is how you find me on the socials. This show will be available for listen back in just a few hours. Before we leave you, let's hear from two brothers who hail from Detroit. Their names are Lenny and Lawrence Burden, aka Octave One. They've been vanguards of the techno genre since its early innovation and continue to set the standard to this day. This is the first of their new 2023 releases. We're playing it out with Tears from Octave One, and I'll see you next week.